What's the worst thing you can think of? No, not wars. Murder? What are you on about? Terminal illness? What are you talking about? It's running out of coffee. I don't know. Anyway, priorities, people, priorities. Okay, yesterday I was running out of coffee. I had a little bit left, and there's nothing worse than running out of coffee and you can see it before your eyes, fizzling away. I think I had about enough. This was last night about 10 o'clock. I looked in the pot and I had enough coffee left for about eight cups. Well, that wasn't going to see me through today, so I went to the shop. Now, I went to a shop, and in our country called the UK, or Britain, or England, or whatever you want it is, you choose, I don't know. There's a shop called the Cooperative Society. Now, I've been a bit harsh on the co-op because it's really, really expensive. The prices. I went in yesterday and a Cadbury's cream egg was 85 pence. 85 pence. I saw them in another shop for 65 pence, which is also dear, but 85 pence for the little... Anyway, I've been a bit harsh on it because the Cooperative Society opens late at night. It's like a 7-Eleven. You know what I'm saying? All the other shops are shut. The co-op is open later clock at night. You heard it here first. Later clock. When all the weirdos come out. So, you know, you just walk in and there's all weirdos late. Anyway, so I think they put the prices up to pay for their therapy. So, sorry about that, co-op. I've been a bit harsh, but I understand why. You're expensive because you have to deal with the nighttime public. Anyway, Cooperative Society. It's an old shop. So I was looking for a coffee. Now, I've got this one because the other coffees, you know, a normal bag of coffee was between £4 and £5. £4 and £5. This, I think because it's new, was on offer for £2.25. It was £2.25. Now, if you notice, guys, you watch out. You know about shrinkflation. Coffees are usually 227 grams. You look, that's what the norm is. But lately, guys, it's been going down to 200 grams, and you wouldn't notice 27 grams. Whoa, that's freaky, isn't it? Look at that. So just beware, shrinkflation, getting ripped off. Coffee bags are 227 grams. It's like a bag of crisps, isn't it? What was it? It used to be 30, 33, now it's 20 something, 25, 20 something. 200 grams. But it was £2.25. And I went into the co-op like that. All right, governor, have you got any of this stuff? Have you got any? And this was the cheapest. So I purchased it. Now, I'm very dubious about all this. Coffee with a cause. Do they really care? Or is it in the public eye at the moment? I don't know. You decide. Right. So have a little read of all that. You can pause if you want to. And I am going to make a brew right now. It's got a little plastic thing there. I don't know what that's for. I think it's to keep it fresh, like my wife. But, you know, I don't know. Anyway, is it to let the there's little holes in it, so you undo that. I think it's something to do with the freshness. Take that off. Or you let it breathe, don't you, once you've got it. Anyway, it won't last that long. Also, guys, I have heard if you drink coffee, fresh coffee, none of that instant stuff. Come on now. I get a coffee bean or a ground. You're supposed to keep it in the fridge. However, in Britain right now, and the cost of heating, and the government taking money off us left, right and centre, and the businesses, our houses are bloody freezing anyway, so you don't have to keep it in the fridge. Just keep it in your kitchen. It'll stay fresh. Right, I'm going to make a brew now. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to make a brew. And I will be back with my pot of coffee and my milk whizzer and a little cup, and I'm going to taste it. Is it a good bean? Is it an expensive bean? Or are they just selling, we're so kind, we're thoughtful? Or is it an actual nice bean? I'm not a connoisseur, but I drink a lot of coffee, so I've come to know what is a nice bean and what is a cheap bean. It's not worth to go into a cafe or a restaurant and you're paying for the filtered coffee and you can taste a cheap bean. It's got like a licoricey cheap taste. It's horrible. So let me go and do this. One moment, please, and when I come back, I'll do a little, a couple of wavy lines, and that means time has passed for me, but not for you, even though it seems like it. Okay, toodle pip. Oh, hello, guys. You back? Right. No, I'm back. Okay, are you listening to me? Listen, right, please, listen. I've got a few things to tell you about my brew, but I just want to show you the consistency. It is quite a... It's not the finest, it's a certain... Certain coffee blends, when it's cut up and chopped up, a certain thickness. This is quite fine, so you've just got to watch that, because you have certain what's it called, fineness, chopped uppiness. Don't do all cafetiers and pots. So this one usually does anything, so I don't worry. I just buy anything and it'll go in there. But just I don't know, do you have to worry about that? How it's cut up. I don't know what it's called. But there's different consistencies. Sometimes it's thick, sometimes it's really fine. This one seems to be quite fine. The odour is very nice, yes. It's like a coffee. It smells like coffee. It's got an earthy, woody smell. Right, guys, listen. Most beans are from Arabica. Most, you'll see, even if it says Italian, French, whatever, if you look closely, it'll be look, this says Italian, see? Now, see that? Look at that. You buy that, and it says it's an Italian coffee. But I haven't looked, guys, but I guarantee this is an Arabica bean. I bet you. So this says Reuben Njuku Julius from Kenya. So where is the bean from? See, it doesn't say, does it? Well, I bet you any money it's an Arabica. Arabica. I don't know. Is it? Am I just dreaming? Girl, you're dreaming. Anyway, you have a look. Have a little look where's the beans from. It doesn't say anywhere. It just says. That's curious and curiouser. Okay. It says Italian style fair trade coffee. Wait, I'm going to pause because I want to have a good look where the bean is from. Right, guys. It doesn't say where it's exactly from, but it says we source from all over the world. So that's where it says it's from all over the world. So make of that what you will. Right, that's the coffee. 200 grams. £2.25. I think the price is going to go up. This is an introductory price. Now, what I do, guys, is I use this pot usually because I find the heat stays in the metal ones. I've got a glass one, but the metal's usually better. And I use this, and it's one scoop of that. Don't fill it right up, maybe there. And another tip, guys, this blue sticker here, when the coffee is ready, I usually let it sit for 4 minutes, and I put that round there, and I know it's ready to pour, because if you see in there, it's thick and then it's thin where you pour it, but you can't see that, so I've just put a little sticker. So I usually keep it like that to keep the heat in, and then when I'm ready to go, about 4 minutes, usually longer because I'm talking or something, that's ready to go. A little tip there, put a sticker on it. Okay, all right, you can see you can see the ruler through the reflection of my phone. Ignore that, it's a proper studio, and I have my whizzer. Now I always lose the tops to these, so I've just bought one of these. It's like silicone, and it's suctiony. You can lift the whole thing up, slide it off. Now I know what you're thinking. If you're a coffee connoisseur, this is cheating. Putting a good head on my coffee, because that changes the taste. Somehow it lets more air in and it tastes sweeter when you have a good froth. That's why the coffee shops are partly delicious, because of what they do with the milk. It changes its chemistry, I think, probably. Just a bit of bubbles in it, tastes nice. And also use a glass cup and a white cup, because studies have found coffee in your mouth hole remains flavoursome, tastes the nicest in a glass cup or a white cup. None of these fancy cups, just simple yet effective. Does that affect your ears? I won't do it again. Also, I like a cup with a fat bottom, because I find the ones with the fat bottoms are more they're more stable. Okay, nice midriff there, and a wide top, and that is so the air can go in as I'm having a good sip. But you've got to be careful with a wide top, because they can go cold on you. Let's go. Pop that down there, so you leave that up, you know, so it gets in the water and that. The water. Let's pour it. Okay, what do we think, guys? Now, I usually let this sit for 4 minutes, and this takes 1 minute. So if you time it with your Casio, 3 minutes, and then you put the milk on, and then it should work out perfect. And this is my morning routine, and I use a nice spoon. So I get a bit of milk, and then I like a bit of froth. I know it's cheating with the froth, but I'll still get... Oh, I still know if it's a good bean or if it's a cheap bean. Let's put this here so it looks nice and delectable. Right, can you see this? Do you smell that? Don't you just love that coffee smell in the morning? If you do this ritual, guys, your house, when you walk into your kitchen, it will smell like a cafe without the greasy egg and chips. Okay, let's go. I'll have a look at that while I have a sip. Put that in there. Consistency. Okay. Okay, initial sip. Yes, it's a nice bean. It's not a really cheap bean. Now, guys, sorry about this, but if you let air in, it's true. Yeah, you can get the flavour. I wouldn't do this in a cafe, guys. I wouldn't sit there like this. Everybody would look at me. And just because it's just me and you, no, doing this review, no, nobody's watching. It's just me and you, if you know what I mean. Okay, let's go. Be serious now. See the froth gone? Okay. It's a decent bean. It's all right, yeah. It's not the most expensive bean. And I'm getting a hint, just an ever so slight hint. I don't know what it is. I liken it to like a licorice. And usually when you go to a cafe and they're trying to be posh and they give you a cheap bean, you can tell because it's really licoricey. It's tiny hints of that, but it's not bad. I've got to say, guys, my favourite coffee is Taylor's from Yorkshire, but it is so expensive now. That is a treat. And there's a limited edition Taylor's you get at Christmas. That is just the best. Okay. I got it because it was the cheapest, because it's on sale, because they want to, you know. And on the back it says it's from Manchester, packaged in Manchester. So it's a package co-op Manchester. It's all right, yeah, it's okay. If this, guys, was next to Taylor's and the Taylor's was the same price, I would go for the Taylor's because it's important to have a nice enjoyage of coffee. But if you care, like they say they care about the cause, what the cause is for, then get this because it's all right. Right, let's give it a score. Very nice. I like the price. That's nice. You know, that's nice, isn't it? Hey, it's not the best bean. I'm getting a slight hint of chocolate, a slight hint. See, now I've had that much coffee, guys. I can't taste the bitterness anymore. There's a certain amount of people who can't stand Sprouts because they taste a bitterness, and I love Sprouts because they're not bitter to me. What do you think? Are Sprouts bitter? Maybe that sensation of the bitterness from the Sprout is similar to what you taste in a coffee, because some people can't take coffee, and some people, they get terrible pains in their Bellington with coffee. But I'm fine, and I don't feel that is bitter, probably because of milk a day. A bit more. See, it's gone, guys. See how easy it is when you've got an addiction. I could control it. I could give it up to Mo if I want. Right. There's this programme, right? Well, we may as well have a little chat. And it's called 60 Days in Jail. And it's about regular people. And they go to jail and they've got to last 6 days in a prison. And one lady said, she was on the phone to her spouse, and she said, after a week, I think I'm over my caffeine addiction at the moment. And you don't think of that, do you? When people go into the prisons, they'd have to detox. Now, I have tried to get off caffeine, and I get the worst headache, almost just crippling headache. I've done it twice in my life, and oh my god, that headache makes me feel sick. So I wouldn't recommend detoxing from caffeine. I would recommend mixing it with decaf or slowly cutting down. Take your time. Take your time. I have actually been caffeine free a few times, but yeah, it's just so easy to get back onto it. It's a drug, isn't it? Hey, it's a drug. All right. Well, my videos are a drug. You know, you can't help but get addicted. Anyway, I'm going to give it, because of the price, everything, it's the whole package. It tastes all right. It's quite a cheapish bean, but not the cheapest bean. It is actually satisfying my needs right now. 7.5 out of the old 10. I would like you guys to join me next time, because I am going to have a soda twist hit. Zing. I'm going to be trying these because I just love sweeties. Okay, thank you. This is Power Reviews and I'll see you soon. Hope that helped. Toodle of the pip.